A great place to visit is Windsor Castle, located in London, England. It's one of the most famous castles as well as one of the oldest and largest castles. The Queen uses it as a private home as well as for her formal duties. It's been restored by successive monarchs throughout the years. It consists of 1,000 rooms located on 13 acres of land. William the Conqueror chose the site of where to build the castle and called it New Windsor. Despite countless additions that people have made to the castle throughout the years, the outside walls as well as the round tower in the center still remains the same. It was only a day's march from the Tower of London, and that is why it was placed there, and it was intended to guard the western approaches from the capital of England. The original functions of the castle were to act as a royal power base for them, to overawe and frighten the poor population of the city, as well as to be a retreat for the royal family and in times of civil disorder. The expansion of Windsor Castle, however, provided different functions for the castle. It became a royal residence, of course, but it also added a prison as well as a royal burial place. It consists of 3 different wards. The upper, lower, and middle ward. The lower ward houses St. John's Chapel. There's just another picture of the castle. Edward IV built Windsor's crowning glory, the chapel, and it's known as medieval architecture. It was not completed until the reign of Henry VII, however, in 1528, and when the beautiful fan-vaulted roof was finished. Traditional state banquets are held there. See if I can find you a picture. There is St. George's Chapel. Traditional state banquets are held there, as well as it seats up to 160 guests. It remains an active center of worship today, and it also has royal weddings there. And Henry VII was also responsible for building the main entrance, which also bears his name. The middle ward of the round tower is built in the form of an amphitheater. That's also the chapel. And consists of the guard chamber, the dining room, the dressing room, and the bedchamber. The upper ward consists of the King and Queen's chambers, the dressing rooms, as well as the chapel and Queen Elizabeth's gallery, which is also known as the picture gallery. The Queen is often in residence at Windsor Castle, and this is indicated by the Royal Standard flag that is flown when she is there, and when she is not in the castle, it is indicated by the Jack flag, which you can see up here, and that is flown. There were interesting prisoners at Windsor Castle. It contained many dungeons, and many famous prisoners stayed there. In 1265, the Lord Mayor, called Thomas, was imprisoned and never seen again. 1346, King John II of France and King David II of Scotland were imprisoned in luxury in the upper ward until they were ransomed. And King Edward III often used Windsor Castle as a prison. Prisoners were held there and kept in Devil's Tower or in dungeons of Curfew Tower. When executed, their bodies were hung from Curfew Tower as a warning to others. Windsor Castle has survived through 2 wars and as well as attacks from angry mobs, but they did have a fire in 1992, which was very devastating to the castle. The fire ignited after a spotlight ignited with a curtain, and the fire burned for 15 hours and nearly destroyed the castle. The devastation caused the Windsor fire. Over 100 rooms were damaged, and 1/5 of the castle area, including a vast part of the upper ward of Windsor Castle, which included the chapel, were destroyed. But through 1992 through 97, a significant amount of money was used. $37 million was used in order to repair Windsor Castle, but none of that was taken from the taxpayers' money. It's still the principal royal residence, but much of the castle is not open to the public. It houses a fine collection of paintings, famous paintings such as paintings from Leonardo, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, as well as other fine art, porcelain, sculpture, and armor are also shown there. You're not allowed to take photographs. That is why most of the pictures that you find in the castle are drawings. If you are caught taking pictures of the inside of the castle, the guards will confiscate your film as well as make you delete any digital images that you might have. And here's just a few pictures of the inside of the castle. And thank you for watching.